It's Samaj back here with another video. Today we're about to be reacting to the end of Kanye, question mark. Oh my god, Kanye's been on such a whole dumbass rant. I feel like this is so stupid. I feel like he needs to just get some help. Like, it's bad when your own audience is literally not on your side. It's bad when you're like hardcore die-hard fans that's usually on your meat, not responding to this flow. People all on TikTok and shit, all around social media, burning his merch, probably just doing it for clout. But like, nigga, this nigga needs to chill the fuck out. He's saying he loves the Nazis. He's just saying a whole bunch of ridiculous shit.
Kanye West has always been what I would call a polarizing figure, meaning some people hate him and other people love him. And depending on the exact area you're talking about, you can have drastically different people on either side. But recently Kanye has been saying and doing things so crazy that even his biggest stans have denounced him, burned their merchandise, and even had to admit that they can no longer hang their hat on the fact that he once made legendary music. It's no secret that Kanye has always been a wild card.
George Bush doesn't
And the damn graduation day meme not going around no more. He has gone so far, it alienated everybody.
care about black people.
But that was also one of the main reasons he was so loved by so many people. His I don't give a damn attitude was refreshing to see from a celebrity, and for him, attention was so obviously a drug that he desired his entire life.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Now, there are many people who believe that Kanye's mother Donda was the one who would keep him in line.
Got a lot of confidence, come off a little arrogant even though you're humble and everything, but it'd be important to remember that the giant looks in the mirror and sees nothing.
But at this point, she has been gone for almost 20 years. May she rest in peace. And we've seen all kinds of versions of this man since then. But in the last couple of years in particular, he's gone from like, oh, that's my boy, even though he says some out-of-pocket conspiracy shit from time to time, to being completely indefensible. We all know that Kanye likes to take to Twitter to get his rants off, and so he went on there and straight up started saying that he loves Hitler. He says that Adolf was dripped out. He straight up called himself a Nazi, and continued his very public disdain for Jewish people.
We know I can't say that. It was a Jewish doctor.
He also took time to show his admiration for P. Diddy of all people, and he would even beg Trump to pardon the fucking creep, and also say that he is a great father to his kids, alluding to the idea that he wishes Sean Combs was his father. And Kanye would even release a hoodie to commemorate the video where P. Diddy whoops Cassie's ass in the hallway of that hotel that looks just like the one she was wearing that day, literally profiting off of a traumatic, horrible situation in the process. Like, this is a man who has 2 daughters, saying that this sick sack of shit who abused countless women and
This nigga is a weirdo. I couldn't even stand by that. If I have like daughters of my own, especially seeing like quote unquote one of my daughters got abused or something, like, for example, that's isn't just giving off an example. For example, if one of them got abused or something or beat like that, like, you're just setting a bad example.
men, in every way possible, should not only be liberated, but celebrated. I mean, just a couple of years ago, he was saying that Puff was a Fed.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Hold on. Okay. All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
Also took time to defend R. Kelly, saying that his beyond creepy marriage to Aaliyah when he was 27 and she was 15 was totally alright. Now, in one of his final moves, he would post up.
Okay, that's when I gotta bring his daughters up again. So, you think it's wholly and truly fine that if your daughter came back with a whole grown-ass man, and when your daughter's turning 15, you think that's okay? Like, this seems just like straight up weird old shit. Like, you were already defending, like, you were already defending North, from Kim, like, on that TikTok shit, and all over that other shit. So you go hold her in that regard, but you're not gonna hold her in that regard by defending R. Kelly of all people? We know he did this weird shit. We know that shit was going on. I feel like Kanye is just like, he just like does a whole 360. I don't know if this is just for his album or something. This is just past an album. He's losing it. And like I feel like therapists is just not gonna help. I feel like just everybody just turning their back on this nigga is just gonna have to help something.
A t-shirt with an anti-Jewish symbol, I'm sure you guys can guess what it is, onto his website and sell it for $20 a pop. This is where shit really gets crazy, because he had promoted this website the same day during the SKU being labeled HH, which many people now infer to mean hail, well, you know who. That all tells me that this was his plan the entire time. He so clearly loves playing the card where he tries to draw up controversy to promote his latest work. In this case, it seems to be an AI album that he's releasing called Bully. But the thing is, over time he's had to do and say crazier and crazier shit to garner the same amount of attention. And now this once billionaire who had the world in his hands has become the boy who cried wolf. Like honestly, no one gives a fuck, dude. Like even your biggest fans are ashamed of this shit. They can no longer twist and turn the narrative enough to even try and defend it. I mean, when you got the Kanye Reddit saying that Kim was right to keep the family away, that's how you know he's almost completely lost them. Like, they're burning their Kanye shit. And I just don't get why ruin your legacy to spew conspiracy theory and nonsense. This was one of the most influential people on the planet. He was becoming infinitely powerful with his clothing line and his music and his shoes, and he was getting all this influence and all this wealth, and then you just throw it all down the drain. It just makes you look like an out of control dumbass. And the funniest part to me was while saying all this diabolical shit for days at a time on Twitter, Elon Musk had absolutely no problem. He didn't suspend the account. I would actually argue that he was boosting up these tweets because he knows more and more people will come over to Twitter to see the crash out, and he wouldn't take any action at all until Kanye straight up started posting hardcore adult videos right onto the timeline for his millions of followers to see. And that's when Kanye's account went from being limited to being deleted altogether. And thankfully Shopify also removed his store after around a day, and likely he will not receive any profits from the sale of that shirt. It's been no secret that Kanye has an addiction to adult videos. He has talked about it on national TV.
Do you feel like your attitude towards women has changed since having daughters?
Nah, I still look at Pornhub and blacked is my favorite category.
There were videos that proved he was forcing Adidas executives to watch adult videos of Kim on the clock at his request.
Yeah, come on.
That's fucking weird. Oh my god, no wonder why he doesn't have a problem with parading his wife around just naked. No wonder why I always hear about like cuck allegations and all of this shit. Maybe that other OnlyFans model I heard about was right. This nigga is like a whole weirdo. You're showing people your wife getting fucked. This nigga Kanye.
It's been long rumored that he has straight up corn playing on a non-stop loop while he is working on music or anything else creative, no matter who is around.
Watching Star Wars on this big screen, and as I started talking about his song, he switched on anal sex.
And it also really makes me think that this addiction is likely the reason for his initial infatuation with Kim Kardashian. After all, the whole reason she became famous was her viral tape with Ray J, something Kanye has admitted to watching many times. I mean, y'all have to understand that back when it came out,
Oh my god, bro. Kanye. See, this is what porn addiction. Oh shoot, I said that word. Well, corn addiction. Not like I'm earning coins anyway on this YouTube channel, but this is what this stuff can do to you. This is what it can really do to you, bro. Like for all y'all little weirdos out there that just keeps like yanking it, bro. It ain't good for you. Look at Kanye.
Believed that it made more money than any adult video ever. And so if Kanye saw her as like the top P-star in the world, well, of course he's gonna want that. And if you need further proof that this has always been his crutch, Kanye himself has even noted that finding his dad's Playboy magazine at age 5 permanently altered him, and has in turn led to every one of his decisions, both good or bad, much like a butterfly effect.
Like for me, Playboy was my gateway into full-on addiction. My dad had a Playboy left out at age 5. And it's affected almost every choice I made for the rest of my life. from age 5.
That's terrible.
Understand that this interview was conducted 5 years ago when Kanye was making his album Jesus is King.
New album. Jesus is King is the name of the album?
Yes.
At that time, he was denouncing not only adult content, but also other prevalent themes in his music publicly, like drugs and lust.
That Playboy magazine that I found when I was 5 years old have an effect on my music. It could never be 100% everything it could be, because I had to add that in, always.
I heard you say with your pastor that you felt like you were making devil's music.
Yeah, because you're such a fucking, oh, I love it. Excuse me, Christian scorecard down a little bit, cursing some more.
Saying that corn should be banned altogether. Then a couple of years later, when he and Kim would get divorced, he would rant that she was trying to turn his daughters into Playboy models, saying that they should not even be allowed to be on TikTok. And now you fast forward to the current time, and he's been parading around his mute wife for the last 2 years, while she wears literally nothing. Like a woman with a saran-wrapped naked body with 3 crackers to her name would have more clothing on than her. And Kanye himself even said that his next big move was to start the biggest adult video company on the planet. So in short, the guy is a massive hypocrite who will speak passionately about whatever he believes at that moment, even when it completely contradicts some of his previous statements.
It's not just sexual. That term actually relates to torture. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like watching people beat each other up on World Star or something.
And as ironic as it sounds, I think the dude who so many consider to be one of the most influential artists of our time is actually too easily influenced, and his ideology has become so black and white that he has become—
Yo, I don't even know what to even think about this nigga Kanye, bro. That earlier thing about praising R. Kelly really baffled me. You go back and you talk shit to Kim K, saying she's making your daughters do this, but you're like saying free R. Kelly, a nigga that like was like 20 something and married a 15-year-old. I'm still bringing it back to that one thing. How would you feel about a whole grown ass man marrying your daughter? Like, I feel, yeah, this nigga's on the downward spiral. I'm really sorry that North has to like see her dad like this. I just feel like he just needs help, or I don't know if he's just beyond help at this point. But hopefully somebody talks to this nigga. I don't know if there's any getting through to this nigga, because it's Kanye. But hey, I guess we'll see any of these coming days or coming months if anything changes. But don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.